Tonight I'm in a zone, a bass jumping, a club pumping, it's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I'll be the whole
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. This one is for all the marbles. It's the AFC champion, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the champions of the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
That's the score. Jaguars 7, Cardinals nothing. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That run good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Let's go! This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. His first catch of the Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that'll
be intercepted. his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Red on red.
Lawrence going to give it to Tinton. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, lie.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Left side, he's got Njoku. To the pylon, he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
It's the score. Jaguars 14. Cardinals nothing. Camp Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Back to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Jaguars on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
They'll look to throw yet again. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
16 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Set. 1918.
Now they'll set up to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were...
Oh, he's going to be throttled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Hurts. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Gun. Rip, 23. Go. Hey, Soko, hot.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 29.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's quickly out to Harrison. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
I I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's caught by Harrison right side. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It is 2nd and 9. As they try to run it here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60. Cowboys. 18 right here. 79 front row. Ready?
In the red zone now. He'll in trouble. And down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and goal.
Get it. Cavity Lions.
Oh, and here's a hot pass on the end around. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cardinals get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will score. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, a huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Josh Sweat in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback. Like, they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll run on first down with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
McBride is the motion man. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. To break the huddle, Coming up now for 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
There's that man again, another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will remain a 3-score game.
I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like you off the old tee box, right to left draw. But instead, he just kind of hung it out there, and he ends up missing it wide right.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9.
Hey, Lion!
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on the camouflage bells.
Hey,
On the give, it's Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd down, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this 2nd half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the 3rd quarter?
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 1st catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll drop to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
And up, it's Tootin. Open space to the 35. And he's into the end zone yet again. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. And making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throw here to begin the drop. Throughout, another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Back to throw. Thrown right side, but incomplete. Tommy Tremble, tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, first and 10.
18, ready, 72.
They'll look to throw again. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Now a run on first down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Shut up! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
Algier will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least we'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
A first down throw for Lawrence. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think they tricked him that time, Mike. I mean, they originally showed zone, so he thinks the defender's going to pass him off into an open area, but then they match it underneath with a man concept, and he doesn't see the defender until the ball leaves his hand. Big-time play by the defense and puts their offense in a great spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll throw here on third and to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six. But he does set up the offense with first and goal.
The number one rule of attempting a red zone pass, Mike, is if you're going to miss, you've got to miss where nobody can get it. And that includes the defense. At least if it goes incomplete, you have a field goal in your back pocket, you come away with points. But instead, you put it close to a defender.
To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying, it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up the throw. He's got one at a time. They get to him and bring him down. Josh Hines Allen getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
He'll return it from the 11. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
On red. Red.
This drive begins with a run by Cheaton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They put Wilson in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Darian Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Hey, hey,
43-yard line.
son, it's a hot.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. And the Jaguars have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all three phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
Commissioner Roger Goodell handing the Lombardi Trophy to the Jacksonville Jaguars, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't say much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't say much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that? Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, hallucination. I used to say. Felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.